Hi, I'm Lauren Bryant, twin mum, event host, and award-winning small business specialist with a background in automotive and finance. I'm coming up to 10 years of Empower House, where I've helped hundreds of women streamline and scale their business. The greatest thing I've built, though, is an incredible community through my events, the Brunch Club. In over 70 live events, I've created thousands of connections and raised tens of thousands of dollars for charity. Most of all, I created a no-pressure networking space for women to feel seen, heard, and supported. This podcast is an extension of that, where I can share what I've learned, bring amazing speakers to share their story, and keep living the Empower House values: community, empowerment, and education. If you are an ambitious woman in business, welcome. This is for you.
Hi, darling. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm so glad to have you here. We are talking about a hard truth, which is most businesses are leaving money on the table, and you are so busy that you don't even know about it. You're working 10-hour days, your DMs are busy, you're selling things and stuff's always happening in your business, but your bank account probably isn't reflecting all the effort that you're putting in. And usually we think that the answer is more marketing, more leads, better quality, that kind of thing. But you often have a problem with leakage. You are leaving money on the table because your offer has friction. It could be unclear. It could be too hard to buy from you. It might be costing you more than you realize to provide your product, your service, your offer. Or there's a misalignment with your audience and it's not what they actually need right now. So today I'm giving you an audit and I'm going to give you a little freebie. And we're going to fix that bucket. So in episode 14, you might remember me talking about making it easy as easy as possible for people to spend money with you. And so today we're going to do an internal version of that. So thinking of your offer like a bucket, if your bucket has holes, which could be friction, poor pricing, confusing deliverables. It doesn't matter how much water you're tipping into your bucket, it's never going to fill because it's all leaking out, right? So first thing that we're going to do is fix your bucket and look at where you might be leaking. So let's have a bit of a self-audit here. We're going to have a look at the friction test first. So how many clicks does it take for somebody who has already decided that they want to work with you to be able to pay you? Is it 2 clicks, 3 clicks, a dozen? Going through your social media and your website to make sure that that is as frictionless as possible, making it easy for people to spend money with you is step number 1. We're also having a look at how much jargon you're using. So does your offer name tell me exactly what the outcome is, exactly what I'm buying? Are we using fancy words that have been spat out from ChatGPT or something like that? Or are we naming it something that they're going to recognize and relate to and actually want to purchase? So dropping some of the jargon that has hung around for way too long and making it really clear on what your offer actually is. The next thing that we're going to look at is the profitability and energy audit. So we're going to have a look at hidden costs. Have you factored in the cost of your tech, your team, your actual time, everything that's involved in delivering this particular offer? And are we pricing that the right way? Are we still in an employee mindset where it feels like $35 an hour, that's great money? It might be for an employee who's also getting sick pay and superannuation and only working from 9 till 5 and getting to switch off and go home, but you're a business owner and that's not enough. We have many other things that we need to consider here. Also, we're looking at the drain factor. You will know from your own experience that there is some work that drains us and there is other work that energizes us. So is this particular offer something that's draining you of your energy, or Is it something that lights you up? Are you buzzing that you get to do this again and again and again? A high revenue offer that drains you is really a system failure. So we're wanting to plug that particular hole. And then finally, we're looking at the gap between this current thing. It's the next step logic, right? What happens after they buy this? Is there a clear bridge offer to the next level of working with you, or are you losing out on the lifetime value of this particular customer? Because it is so much cheaper and easier to keep a customer than it is to keep acquiring new ones all the time. So looking at having a next step. Yes, we want to focus on one particular offer, but there needs to be a natural yes, an easy yes for the next thing for you. All right. Today, I'm going to give you my plug the leaks checklist. I'm using this with my clients. I'm using this myself, and I have a little freebie at the end of this. So you're going to want to keep listening. All right. This is 8 questions to ask yourself to do a little audit. And we're going to go through these slowly, and I'm going to give you a bit of an explanation why we're going to be asking them. First, we're going to talk about your business and what it is that you do. If you can't say this in one sentence, you are losing people at the front door. You need to be super clear on who you are and what you do. And again, looking out for that whole jargon thing. There are so many 30-second elevator pitches out there that you get to the end of and go, what did I just hear? Because I have no idea what you do. Because they're using so many fancy words to say, I'm a business coach. Come on, I'm a business coach. I help people with this particular thing. I do ads, Facebook, Google, whatever that looks like. I help people sell more stuff. Like, it's just not, it doesn't have to be hard, okay? Make it really clear. Get really clear for yourself. Clear over clever, all right? Question 2, what is the specific offer that you want to refine? So we're not going to audit your entire business at once. We're going to focus on one thing. I want you to choose one offer and put all of your energy into it, all right? Refine the absolute hell out of this offer and make it work for you. So this is your hero product, all right? Question 3 is, who is your ideal client? Who are they? Where are they? What are they doing? Okay, get really clear on who you're actually trying to serve here, because it can't be everybody, because everybody has different needs. Question 4 is, what problem does your offer solve? Is this a nice to have or a must have? You want to be aspirin for the headache, not the daily vitamin, right? We're going to be really specific on solving one problem with one offer for one particular type of client. Question 5 is, what is the main result or transformation? So people aren't coming to you because they want coaching. They're coming and buying from you because they want the transformation that you are offering. So focus on the transformation, not the support, not how many calls they get and all of that. You want to focus on the end result. What is in it for them? And then we talk about what's included, but I'm asking you this from a point of, what are you including in this offer? Are you being clear about what is included? Are your boundaries set out from the start? Because that is important. Are you over delivering and undercharging? Because if you've got 10 calls for a couple of $100, you are not a business owner, you are a volunteer in their life. Remember, please, that you are selling a transformation, not just support. It needs to be bigger than that. Question 7 is, how are you pricing it and how confident do you feel about that pricing? Because confidence is a currency and you must know your worth. If you are stuttering or bring up the price of something makes you really uncomfortable, people are going to notice that. It's going to feel like friction. So we need to be confident in our pricing. You need to know that the thing that you are offering is worth this. It is worth their time. It is worth their money. It's worth their energy. And it has to be worth it for you also. Okay. And then what about this whole offer feels unclear or messy. And I want you to be really honest with yourself here. If it feels messy to you or unclear, it is going to be confusing for everybody else. And someone who is confused is always going to say no. And then we turn that into that confirmation bias of, see, I told you that my offer was not worth this. I told you that I'm not good enough, or I don't have enough experience, or whatever it is that you are telling yourself, which is absolute garbage, by the way. We just need to be clear and confident, and then the sales will take care of themselves once we get this right. All right, secret weapon time. I gave you the questions and you know what you need to answer, but it can be really difficult to put these answers down on paper and then give yourself feedback because it's hard to get around our own heads sometimes, right? I created an AI. It is an offer clarity coach, and I have trained this on everything that I do in my business, and I'm going to give it to you for free. So it doesn't just ask you these questions, it's going to analyze your answers, it's going to look for gaps and give you some feedback. It's going to tell you about the messy parts and all of that, right? So you're going to take the questions and the answers that we were just talking about, and you're going to put them into this AI, and it's going to help you with your offer. Your action step for today is very simple. You're going to go to the show notes and find my offer clarity coach. You are going to open it up and answer those 8 questions that we just went through really clearly, lots of detail, and the AI is going to give you some answers. And then all you need to do is screenshot them and send it to me. Tag me on Instagram. I am at empower.house. I want to see your light bulb moments. I hope this has helped you. I really want to see you put more money in your pocket and stop leaving it on the table. Let's get really clear. Thank you for joining me on the podcast. I will see you again next time.
Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. I hope you loved this episode. If you did, please remember to share it with somebody else who you think will enjoy it too. I would love it if you leave a review, which helps me reach more people just like you. And don't forget to come and join me on Instagram at empower.house. Thank you, darling.